You didn't move away. Is that correct?
That is correct.
You stood firm.
I absolutely did, yeah.
You made sure your foot stayed planted under that door.
Yeah. I was trying to finish my conversation with Pat.
Okay. And you would agree that you're a bigger guy, right?
Bigger than who?
You testified on direct examination, I'm a big, scary guy. And
I did not call myself scary. That is putting words in my mouth I never said.
You said you're a big guy and you wouldn't go crying to the police, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you agree with me, you're a big guy.
I'm a big guy. You said I'm bigger. I'm a big guy.
Okay, a big guy. Understood.
I'm just trying to be accurate.
And you'd also agree with me that you saw Mr. Toughness walk in this room today, right?
Yeah, I know Bob.
You know him, so you've seen him before.
I know Bob.
And you'd agree?
I'm going to stop. We refer to people in the courtroom by their last names.
Oh, okay. I know Mr. Toughness.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
And you'd agree with me, he's an older gentleman.
I don't know how old he is, but he's older than me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's smaller than you.
He is smaller than me, yeah.
Okay. And then, so just moving on. So at this
I also never placed my hands on Mr. Toughness
I didn't say
anyway.
that. I didn't say that.
I'm saying.
But I just want to clarify. So now moving on past the point that, so now we have you in the doorway. Door is being shut on you by an older male. And then another individual approaches, correct?
Yep, Mr. Shape.
Right, Mr. Shape. And at that point, he comes between you and the door, right?
Andrew comes between me and the door. Andrew steps outside. I don't know. Andrew's not between me and the door. I'm actually between Andrew and the door.
Okay,
So Shape in the door.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Mr. Shape.
Okay, so at that point, he attempts to assist Mr. Toughness in shutting the door, correct?
That's exactly what I believe occurred, yeah.
Okay. And at that point, it became pretty apparent that the goal was for the door to be shut, correct?
Well, I mean, or the goal was to slam it on my foot and interfere with what I was doing on public property. That's what, from my perspective, that's what they were trying to do.
Okay.
I've been to this property many times. I've spoken to Pat many times and recorded it. I've never had any interactions like this ever.
Okay. And we're talking about September 20th, 2025. I understand there's prior experiences, but we're talking about September 20th, 2025. That day, as Mr. Toughness is in the doorway, along with Mr. Shape, trying to shut the door, it becomes clear that that is the purpose, correct?
Right. But Mr. Toughness doesn't work there. So what Mr. Toughness wants to have happen is not relevant.
Can I stop you right there? I just asked you a question.
What was the question? I'm sorry. What was the question?
At this point, Mr. Toughness is trying to shut the door along with the assistance of Mr. Shape.
Yeah.
And it becomes very clear that the purpose is for the door to be shut, correct?
That is correct. Yeah.
Okay. And at that point, you did not step away, correct?
Well, I don't think I had an opportunity at that point. I was going to be done in about 10 seconds. They know this. I do it 60 seconds, 2 minutes. I don't know that I had an opportunity to step away before I was injured.
Okay.
And then I just reacted.
So at no point in time from when Mr. Toughness attempts to shut the door to then another individual attempting to shut the door, do you take it upon yourself to step away?
Oh, I understand the question. What you're missing is I'm on public property. They actually lied when they said I'm on private property.
I need everybody to approach, please. Do you have any proof whatsoever that he's standing on public property?
I'm not asking the question, so I don't know why you're addressing me on it. I mean, she's asking the questions.
All right. Can you pull the jury out, please?
You're on the jury. That's not jury court.
All right. All right. I have heard Mr. Aaron Smith-Levin say it's got to at least be 10 times. I was on public property. I was on public property. I was on public property. I believe on our motion to limit trial conference, I made it very clear that that sheet that you all are relying on, that is not reliable. That math, I refuse to take judicial notice of it. It is not an official map. And we discussed the fact that if he was going to say that he was on potential public property, that there better be some proof that he was on public property. Mm-hmm. Mr. Smith-Levin, you have said over and over again, you are on public property, and there has been no proof whatsoever that you are on public property. None whatsoever.
I have proof, sir. Yeah, I mean.
Am I sir to you?
No, it's a Scientology thing, ma'am. I'm sorry. In Scientology, all women are referred to as sir.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Stop.
You can
stop.
100%.
Stop.
I'm being truthful.
Stop talking.
Okay.
Do you have any proof? Do you have any evidence you're going to be presenting here today, Mr. Theophilopoulos, that that property is on public property?
My answer to that is I don't believe either party should have testified, including Mr. Norman Shake blurting out that this is private property. That's all hearsay. So neither party should have stated that, Your Honor.
No, because if it is private property, then that's a fact. If he's making up a fact, you all were supposed to have proof that this was public property. Now, common sense dictates that that church was not being built on public property. All right. And if it was, they probably by the city would have required a variance, which would have given them the control over it. So my question is, am I about ready to go into contempt proceeding because he has violated over and over again this court's ruling? And it's ridiculous how many times I've heard him say I was on public property. And you know what? It doesn't matter. State, you have anything you want to add?
No, Your Honor. From my understanding, we can move past this issue. I was of the understanding that this was not going to become an issue. If it's necessary to address further, we can provide the survey of the property, but I don't think that that's relevant to this, so I don't think that we need to go down that route.
And by the way, Mr. Theophilopoulos, when you said that he was responding to the state's questions regarding that, absolutely not. He said it several times during your direct examination, and he just keeps doing the gratuitous comments with the state's cross-examination.
And just so the record's clear, I never asked him that question.
That's not the point.
Well, I don't want
you. I'm not assuming you're doing anything wrong. Okay. Okay. I'm assuming it's him.
Can I speak? Can I speak?
No, you cannot.
Oh, okay.
Over and over and over. It's become a joke here. How many times can I put an asterisk how many times he's going to say public property? It's obvious he's standing at the threshold of the Church of Scientology. All right, I'm going to give an instruction to the jury that there is no evidence that the Church of Scientology is on public property. The fact that the defendant has stated it several times is not fact. It's stricken from the record and should not be considered by the jury as fact. Mr. Smith-Levin, I'm going to also advise you that in a courtroom, that people are referred to by their last name. Those witnesses gave you the same respect by not calling you Aaron, and I don't think anybody has called you Aaron in this courtroom since the moment you ever walked into it. You are to give the same respect to every other witness that you're testifying about. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Then when I tell you not to do it, don't continue to repeat it like you did.
I totally understand.
All right, bring the jury back in, please.
May I, before they come in?
Yes.
I would like a curative instruction as to Norman Shape's testimony with regards to it being private property, as there's been zero evidence introduced that it's private property. If you're doing it for the defense, against the defense, it should also be against Mr. Norman Shape.
All right, overruled.